girl that has everything she wants to desire. I have everything I want and desire. There's nothing that I can't get. When I say I have everything I want and desire, I mean it. There's nothing that I can't get. I have what I want and desire. When you believe you have everything you want and desire, there's nothing that you can't do. I know that God has a plan for me. God has a vision for me, and there's nothing that I can't do. When I say God has a plan, God has a vision, I mean it. That's why I'm trying to learn more about magic and the occult and spirituality, and trying to be a better spiritual worker and believe in the magic in the process of being a better woman. I know that the Lord is in me and working and has a plan for me, that there's nothing that I can't do. God knows He has a plan for me. God knows He sees me as being the person I want to be. And He knows I'm rich, and I'm famous, and I have the life I want and desire. There's nothing that I can't get. I have everything I want and desire. There's nothing that I can't get. God knows He has a plan for me. God knows I'm ready for the love and success that I'm going to get. God knows I don't want to be nobody but myself, and trust myself, and trust that they have a plan for me, because they have a plan for me, and they don't want me to give up or give in to temptation, because temptation is always going to be there, but I can choose to not give in to temptation. That's why I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing things to lose weight. I'm going to keep doing things to become known, to become popular. I'm going to keep believing and trusting that things are going right for me. Things are not going wrong for me. I'm going to keep believing that God has a plan for me. Everything will work out for me. There's nothing that I can't do. God has a plan for me. When I say that God has a plan, God has a plan. There's nothing that I can't do. God knows I'm worthy of the life I want and desire. There's nothing that I can't do. And I'm so glad that the Lord doesn't want me to give in to temptation. So glad that the Lord doesn't want me to be anyone else but myself. So glad the Lord is in me and working. I'm so glad that the Lord has a plan for me, that I can see the Lord making me become someone rich and successful, and that is why God has a plan for me. Why God doesn't want me to be someone I'm not. And that's why I don't need makeup. I don't need wigs. I don't need fancy clothes. I don't need fancy makeup. I don't need any of that stuff to have value, to love myself, to accept myself. All I need is a good mindset, good thinking, and really becoming positive and loving myself. Like, I can come up on here like this. I don't need makeup, hair, and things to love myself. Those things are nice to have. I want to have, but I don't have to have them to have happiness or success. Granted, you are treated how you look, but if you believe and trust yourself and love yourself, then what they say don't matter. You know, sometimes what they say gets to us, but we shouldn't let get to us. I know that the Lord wants me to be beautiful, wants me to look gorgeous, wants me to look like the woman that men want and desire, but I am not worried or concerned about being a man's sex symbol or being a man's favorite. I'm not concerned about men. I'm not concerned about love. I'm not concerned about romantic relationships. I'm concerned about my spiritual growth, my magical growth, my educational growth, my mental health, my emotional growth. I'm worried about the things you can't see. I'm worried about how I feel about myself, the confidence I have. Like, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about people who wants me to look beautiful and be their societal standards of beauty. Like, when I say I'm not worried about beauty standards, I'm not worried. And maybe that means I'm comfortable and I'm a little lazy and I don't care, but I don't care. Because I'm not looking for a man. I'm not looking for a man to take care of me. I'm not looking for a man to love me. I'm not looking for a man. I could care less about a man. Maybe if I cared about men, I would care about how I look, but I'm not worried about a man. I'm worried about taking care of myself, loving myself, having some success, having some happiness. But I'm not worried about, oh, I gotta look beautiful for men. I have to look beautiful for myself. I am not worried about that because I am already beautiful. Once you realize you're already beautiful, you don't have to look up to people's standards. You feel different. You love yourself more. So I'm not worried about people's standards. I'm not worried about how people treat me. I'm worried about how I treat myself. I'm worried about loving myself. I'm worried about believing in myself, but I'm not worried about being perfect, being the perfect woman. I'm worried about my spiritual growth, my happiness, my trust in spirit, believing in spirit. I'm concerned about success when it comes to my podcast, my YouTube, my social media. I'm worried about having the life I want and desire, and creating the life I want and desire, and believing the life I want and desire is already here and I'm creating it. But like I said, I'm not worried about being perfect. I'm not worried about being perfect and getting special treatment and living a life I want to live. I'm just concerned about my spiritual growth, my emotional growth, and being a happy woman, living a happy life. Like, I'm not concerned about fame and popularity. Good things to have. Nothing wrong with wanting them. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be beautiful. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be cute. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be known, successful, popular. But don't let that be your self-esteem. Don't base your self-esteem on that. Base your self-esteem on you're beautiful, you're great. You don't need approval from people. You don't need people telling you you're beautiful because you tell yourself you're beautiful. That's what I do. And ever since I started doing that and not caring or worrying about people's beauty standards, the more I love and care about myself and do things I want to do. Do I like doing makeup? Yeah. Do I like getting pedicure and manicure? Yeah. Do I like having cute wigs? Yeah. But I don't have to have them to have value to love myself. So love yourself for who you are, and check out my podcast. I will link it down below. I do coaching, $100 for 30 minutes. If you can't afford that, $45 for 30 minutes. I'm not concerned about being rich and popular. I'm concerned about being there for people, helping people. That's why I kind of want to go to life coaching school and maybe get a degree to be a therapist, because I just want to help people. And it's a struggle because it's marketing, it's things you have to do to help people. And I just feel like I'm doing the best I can do with the best I have. And maybe people don't take me seriously. Maybe it's my looks. Maybe it's how I talk. Maybe it's because I'm not structured. I'm not organized. I'm not good with being organized and structured and planned. But I know that I have a good heart. I want to help people. And hopefully one day I can help people. And hopefully one day my videos will help people.